different intervals together, you can find the common denominators between everything and then come up with chordal relationships. So a major chord is 4 against 5 against 6. So my question is, what is the relationship of these string lengths to the polyrhythms that we were talking about? Well, it turns out it's the exact same thing. Polyrhythms and string lengths end up being the same sort of proportions, and I will prove it to you. I want you guys in this next demonstration to pay close attention to the feeling of the polyrhythm of 4 against 5 against 6. 4 evenly spaced pulses in the same amount of time as 5 evenly spaced pulses, as in the same amount of time as 6 evenly spaced pulses. Pay close attention to how the polyrhythm makes you feel. Then I'm going to speed it up, and then like magic, it will turn into a major chord. I might have just ruined it for you, but let's try it. So this is a regular kick drum. I'm going to layer in the polyrhythm. Feels pretty cool, actually. When you speed it up, major chord. I always found that funny that it's such a triumphant rhythm. The major chord has such a it sounds like a major chord. And you know, this is the case for any chord, any harmony. Anytime you have more than one note, you can break it down to its polyrhythm. And here's the thing, polyrhythms that are easy to feel are easy to hear when they're sped up. We had a good time listening to that. So that means consonants, the idea of something sounding good. That's like kind of a oversimplification, but consonants is just polyrhythms which are easy to hear/feel. That's all it is. Anytime that you hear something that sounds good to you and sounds stable, it's just a polyrhythm which is easy to hear/feel. Now, I mean, the term good, sounds good, is, I mean it just in the sense of something that sounds rested, there's no tension. Maybe tension feels good to you, maybe tension sounds good to you. So if tension sounds and feels good to you, maybe you need a polyrhythm which creates tension. So we're going to start with a perfect fourth, which if you think about a perfect fourth, there's not a lot of tension to it. And if you look at the ratio of